silver and black. Talk about the game, so I'll be handing out cards and everything. I'll be at every Raider game. So.
Nation. There we go. It's your boy Turf in the building. It is Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. Yeah, I got my Best Dad Ever Raiders t-shirt on today. Shout out to my kids. Love my kids, you know. Hooked me up with this one. So, yeah. It's going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, Turf got the visor on. You know what that means. Get ready to boo Turf, because Turf is in what I like to call report mode. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is Turf's famous or infamous, however you want to look at it, grade report. I started this last year, right? And I'm going to switch it up. I'm definitely going to switch it up because there was no way I was getting through all those players, man. I just couldn't do it. It was just impossible. Real talk. I couldn't get through everybody, everything. So with that being said, yes, Turf is going to group these things together. So, yeah, I think you guys are going to have fun with this. I'm definitely going to have fun with this. Man, I see we already got things popping up in here. I mean, normally I wait to do this, but we got a crew. We got a few people in here. You already see it on the screen. You know what I'm saying? It's Chat Lives Matter. Chat Lives Matters, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I absolutely have to 100%. Shout out my guy Chewy's NFL News and Podcast. Salute my guy. Best dads are Raiders fans. That's what's up, man. Hey, you have no idea, Chewy's. I saw you on a couple of our people's show. I can't wait to catch up with you, man. Get on the show with you, one of these panels, something, man. I really appreciate you. You've been, again, supporting like nobody's business. So, yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate you. And, yeah, keep that up, man. I will do the same. I promise, man. My family's in the building. Steve Jones. It's Miller time. Pay our franchise left tackle. Oh, wow. Yeah. You know, at this point, I don't know if we have much of a choice, right? It's looking slim pickings, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Alec M is in the building. Salute, Alec. Appreciate you for coming through as always. Hope you enjoy the show. Bro, you already know, man. It's the hardest working man in show business. The Raider Rundown. What's up, nephew? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hope you enjoy the show. What up, Unk? Yeah, man, countdown to July 4th. Weekend is right, man. Yep. And, hey, Rundown, come on, bro. You don't even got to ask, man. I'm already shout you out, send you that link before it's over. Don't even worry about it. We got a new guy up in here, Cole. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Yo, man. What is that? Steelers? You know, we invite everybody, man. We invite everybody. Chewy, you and I both, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait. So, yeah. Let me just hop right on into it, man. It is Turf live on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32. And tonight, we're going to be diving deep into the trenches. Centers and guards, ladies and gentlemen. Centers and guards. We're going to start out easy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start out slow. Yeah, and we're gonna look at free agency, right? Camp battles and even trade rumors across the NFL. Pull up close. This is my quick briefing, turf Raider style. You know what I'm saying? So, we always like to recap, give everybody and anybody. You never know who's tuning in from where, what, right? All those good things. So, give a nice little recap. Front office moves and free agency vibes. You got Spy Tech, obviously, as the GM. Coach Pete Carroll kicked off the season with big moves, man. They got Max extended. We traded for Geno Smith, right? And then we brought in a guard, Alex Kappa, on a 2-year, $11.2 million deal. That's interesting right there. I'm going to keep it a bean. That's interesting. He's part of that centers and guards situation, ladies and gentlemen. We going to talk about it, man. But that adds experience up front. Lane depth was a security. Retaining Isaiah Polamau and adding linebackers and safeties, beautiful. For the O-line, rumors keep floating about adding a veteran interior lineman, depending on camp performance. So we got to pay attention to that. Camp competition, depth chart drama. The Raiders mailbag says O-line battles are intense. Kappa likely at right guard, but Dylan Parham, Jordan Meredith, and Thayer Mumford are in the mix too. Wow, Thayer Mumford. Hadn't paid any attention to that name in a while, right? He kind of been in the doghouse, especially in Rundown's doghouse, so you already know. ESPN projects Parham and Meredith as likely the starters, with, of course, y'all already know, Powers Johnson anchoring the center. The O-line depth chart from Stadium Rant confirms it. Starters, Miller, Kappa, Powers Johnson, Parham, and DJ Glaze. I mean, that's a step up from last year, I think. We'll talk about it. So now let's dive in a little bit deeper right into these linemen, right? Player bio breakdown, right? Jackson Powers Johnson, we'll get into the grade reports a little bit later. Second round pick, obviously, in 2024. Remington Trophy winner. And he's an all rookie, man. Strengths are obvious. Powerful run game finisher. He's an anchor and pass pro and just a natural leader. Cam status, he's clearly the full-time center. Andre James is gone. Andre James is gone, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have to deal with that no more. All that getting punked, we don't got to deal with that no more. That was rough. I'm not going to lie. That took a lot out of me, man. That took a lot out of me dealing with this guy getting chumped out like that. So I'm glad he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, we're going to get into those grades a little bit later. But next we move on to Alex Kappa, right? Super Bowl starter with the Bucs. 96 career starts, man. He signed a 2-year deal. Unfortunately, man, his weakness, he struggled big time, mightily in 2024. Last year, right? Bottom of the league in pass protection. We'll get into it, right? But key is he offers veteran stability. It is on a short leash, though. So we going to figure that out, right? Dylan Parham, third round pick, 2022 draft. He was also all rookie in 2022. And a proven run blocker. His upside, man, is he's got great footwork. Combo blocking skills. He's good there. And camp projections is he's real close in competition. I think he's edging to be the starter, right? I already stated that, but we'll have to see, man. I don't know if that's going to just, fly, if you will, in terms of how everything else is about to roll. So we're going to have to talk about that, man. We definitely going to have to talk about that. Jordan Meredith, guard. He's actually an undrafted free agent, 2021. Earned 9 starts in 2024. We all know about Meredith. Nothing crazy, not really too strong. we'll dive into those things a little bit more down the line. And last but not least, Will Putnam, undrafted free agent last year, 2024, right? Clemson captain, high football IQ with size. Upside, he's practice squad ready, right? He's got versatility. That's really the other thing, too. He's really a center or a guard, kind of like JPJ, right? So that's a good thing. It's just his issue is he doesn't have a lot of reps, right? We got to get reps. Yeah, we got to do that. We got to get him some more looks. How that's ever going to happen, who knows, outside of practice and preseason, right? We get him some preseason snaps big time to see where he can hold his own and find out where that's going to last. So we can look at it from that respect. Now let's jump into it. Trade and draft rumor watch. No big old line trades so far, but rumors about Terry McLaurin and Ramsey swirl. Obviously, y'all know Ramsey just got dealt to the Steelers. Yeah, I wasn't happy about that. Apparently our old tight end, shout out to Darren Waller, Chris's favorite. Shout out to Protect the Shield. Got his feet kicked up with a drink right now, I'm sure. Yeah. So, that's what we're looking at, man. Broncos reportedly tried to move up for Ashton Janty, showing rival interest in drafting O-line further. Raiders happy keeping JPJ at center. Trade chatter for tackles remains, but O-line battle will play out in camp. So, camp takeaways and prediction flow. JPJ's a lot, right? No reason to even think about it. Kappa, veteran, right? But Parham and Meredith, man, they battling hard, man. Kappa likely will get the start, right? We all understand and know what the case is with that. But you just never know, man. Meredith might surpass Parham in camp. So that's going to be interesting to look at, man. Will Putnam is being prepped. And, of course, ready if injuries strike. I mean, he's, right, a little bit of depth, right? And a lot of these guys are giving us some depth, as you've heard and saw. Still something to flush out in camp. Not everybody's 100% guaranteed, so we're going to have to look at that, right? So with me, right, I'm going to give y'all some hot takes. Hot takes. So Terps prediction. Starting 5. Miller. Kappa. JPJ. Parham. And DJ Glaze, man. That's really what I think is going to happen. I think you're going to see Meredith win that number 6 spot, if you will. And then obviously Putnam's riding the practice squad. That's what I expect. We'll go through the grades and you can understand and see why. That's what I expect, right? Raiders may grab low-cost free agent offensive line post minicamp if, you know what I'm saying, it looks ugly. Camp script will reveal guard pair chemistry. Watch double team blocks and third down adjustments as telltale, meaning they need to gel now. See, this is part of that, not being able to miss camp, particularly on that interior. O and D line. Wilkins. That hurts, right? You need that time to gel, ladies and gentlemen. You need that time, 100%. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. I have no idea, right? Who really knows what's going to happen there? But we shall see. We shall see. Time will tell. Time will tell. So, final wrap up, man. That is my monologue for this. We're going to hop right into this real quick. We got mad people still in the building. So obviously I want to get back to making sure that I shout out the people that's in the building, paying attention. Alec, pay that man his money. My man. Raider Nation, Jason is in the building. Salute. Salute to you, my guy. Hope you enjoy the show. Yep, Cole, you hit it on the head. Yep, just like that freaking Ramsey trade. Yeah, I didn't like that. And hey, be nice, guys. Come on, Alec, be nice. We understand. We don't like the Steelers, but you know what I'm saying. We can all get along for content purposes, if you will. But yes, Meredith and Rodgers in the mix to start. I agree, 100%. All right, let's see. KJ Edits is in the building. Put your hand over the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. This must be something I'm just not catching on to. I'm seeing this a lot lately these days. Who knows, man? My main man, Sam Tonko, is in the building. What's cracking, Sam? Good to see you, my guy. Glad you could come through, man. Appreciate you and hope you enjoy the show. Raider Nation, Jason with them chains. Yeah, Alec. O-line struggled mightily last season as far as Bengals is concerned. And that's why I got a little excerpt as far as Kappa is concerned, right? Because that's interesting. That's different. We're gonna have to talk about it though. Shout out to Baseball Kid Broads in the building. Yo, can you put up elbow up for Kobe Bryant? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. Elbow up. Was that good enough, man? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. My guy Marcus Banks in the building. You the man, bro. And again, another one, man. Look at him. Shouting everybody out, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, we appreciate you for coming through as always. Hope you enjoy the show. Now, before I jump into this next piece, man, this is one of those Proud Papa moments. Y'all know I'm always ranting and raving. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Lil Crump Girl. Well, I am happy to say Turf officially lives with a junior Olympian. Shout out to my guy, my main man, my son, man, Trayson Crump. He's in the Junior Olympics, ladies and gentlemen, for the 200-meter high hurdles. Or hurdles. I shouldn't say high because it's just hurdles. But yeah, 200-meter hurdles, man. The kid's back was against the wall. I mean, the funny thing is, that's his worst event as far as all of the events he's done. This is actually his very first year of running track at all. Yeah, and he's a junior Olympian, man, nationally ranked. That's some real deal stuff right there. And again, I got to tell the story real quick. He had his back against the wall, ladies and gentlemen. His actual best events are the 400 and the 800 meters. Hurdles, working on it, right? Very first year, and he shaved off drastically time. Clearly, getting himself in, man. So, it was tough, though, because the first 2 days of regionals, we're looking for that same district performance. First place. I don't even know if I gave y'all that in. First place in district. This is his first year. We are in the Mecca of Texas. But yeah, it's, has a learning lesson come regionals. But he still got a shot. He's got Saturday, the very last day, the only day, and he's literally the 5th spot to get there to qualify for the finals on Saturday from that Thursday run. And he pulls it off. So shout out to my man. It was an awesome weekend. Yeah, it was off the chain. And you're right, Reese Rock. Thank God for his mother's jeans. Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one. Appreciate you for coming through, Reese Rock. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. And I appreciate y'all with the congrats, man. I'll make sure that he let y'all know, man. Yeah, and he definitely did work his tail off, Alec. 100%, man. I got to give my man props on that. For sure. So, Rundown, get ready. Real quick, let me text Rundown. Let me let Rundown know that I'm going to shoot him that link here shortly. Right after we get through everything. Because you always know nephew got to come through. Always want to hear what's coming through with nephew. So we're gonna jump right into it, ladies and gentlemen. This is your PFF. This is your PFF rankings. I'm giving these rankings based on what was given to me. This is not Turf's grades. But I did want to discuss this. First and foremost, I wanted to know how people feel about PFF. Yes, no, right, indifferent. What's your thoughts on it? Does it make sense? Is it something worth paying attention to? Watch and follow. You know what I mean? Really kind of start, making decisions, right, if you will, right? Be a lot of bettors out here, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know any other system / right, company, whatever you want to call it, stat, guru that does it. So I think it holds some weight, but not all weight. And you will see, based on PFF, you see the grades, right? And I'm going just off of a A through F scale. So, my grades don't look like this at all. And there are some caveats to it, right? And that's why things are the way they are in this scenario, right? Alex Kappa literally had the worst year of his career. 100%. The worst year of his career. You see his numbers. I mean, just abysmal, right? 50.5 overall. That is an F. That's an F. That's a straight up F, right? We're going on overall. You guys can, file through all of the rest of that. See how you see it. He wasn't on our team last year. But what I do have to do is give him. I see why they brought him in, right? So let me give you a little bit of background on this kid. Kappa has played in 102 career games with 96 starts in the regular season, and has started all 3 postseason contests he's appeared in. He started 50 games at right guard for the Bengals after joining the team in 2022. Last season, he blocked for an offense that led the NFL in passing yards per game, 272.9, and ranked 9th in total yards out of 32 teams. Can't be mad about that. Can't be mad at all, right? In 2021, he started all 17 regular season games and both postseason games for Tampa Bay, helping the offensive line allow a league-low 23 sacks while leading the league in passing yards per game, 307, and ranking 2nd total yards per game in 405. In 2020, Kappa started all 16 games at right guard and helped the Bucs win the Super Bowl. Native of Dublin, Cali, he spent 5 seasons at Humboldt State University and played 43 games there. So, my grade isn't going to reflect this F on him by any means. But hey, it is what it is, right? We just going to keep it a bean. And that's where they at with it. That's where they're at with it. So, we're going to leave it at that, if you will, right? We're going to leave it at that. And I'll give you my rankings when that time comes. We coming up on that here in a second. But next, JPJ, man. Now, the caveat to JPJ. This is the caveat here. You got to look at this as in JPJ is being graded as a guard. If you can see here, it's guard, right? So that's the issue with this one. And if you look at his guard stats, I mean, it's a 63.9, man. So I mean, yeah, I know we're gonna boo that, but that's the grade he got, guys. I mean, there's no way around it, to be honest. There's really no way to look at it any other way based on those plays. But I think y'all already know it's going to be a little something different. Pigs is in the building. Yep. That D is for dog in my book too, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Yes, sir. So now we move on to Meredith. Jordan Meredith. I didn't mean to boo you, buddy. That was not meant to boo. That was a bad button push. But, I mean, hey, he scored out high. 80% B, right? You can't be mad at that. You cannot be mad at these numbers. As far as, his productivity, his ability. I'll tell you right now, I personally, I don't see him that high as a B. I mean, he'd be starting, right? So, something to look at. Yep. We are going to look at it and we are going to discuss it in the next slide, right? This is, again, PFF. Shout out to PFF. This is PFF grades. This is not Turf's grades, right? Not Turf's at all. And last but not least, Mr. Parham, Dylan Parham, man, 74.3. See, average. He kind of got pushed around a lot. He really did. We all complained about that. He wasn't as bad as Andre James, if you will, but he definitely had some issues. He definitely had some issues, and that's why. Hey, I mean, who knows what can happen there? There were actually teams that were looking to trade. In terms of getting him how they can. That's not me saying that. That's them, right? So very interesting. That was the word through the grapevine. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, Parham he's got some value, guys. He's got some value there, and it'll be interesting to see if anything actually comes to fruition from that. The deals aren't over. The deals aren't over at all. But these are your grades, man. From PFF, right? Yeah, that's from PFF, man. So, Alec, Kappa, a vet with a good resume before that down year for sure. I agree, man, and that's why you're not going to see me giving him anything remotely close to an F. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's no Blazer, but an F, yeah, that's a little rough. And I mean, right, playing for a rough team, no defense. Yeah, that was just a bad situation. We got Reese Rock. PFF is biased for certain metrics. It doesn't hold much context to the conversation. I've never heard of these many metrics growing up. Sometimes man law can't be measured when it's 3rd and 1 or 4th down. Reese Rock, I am right with you on this comment. You are absolutely correct. I think these numbers get it wrong too, right? I think that you're going to start to see this in a lot of data for a lot of things. As AI rolls around, right, a lot of people don't comprehend that's still not, 100% proof, if you will. Nothing along those lines. So you're really looking at who knows, right? Who really knows what the deal is going to be from that respect with these stats. You got the best stats like Meredith, right? But we all know he's not getting a B grade. That's just crazy. It's hogwash. So it is what it is, man. We're going to have to talk about it. Go Broncos is in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. It's the Broncos year. Don't tell me you're starting to sound like the Cowboys, man. We don't need that. We got Reese. How many players do we have on our team when it's 3rd down? Whom can we count on to make a play on either side of the ball? That's a great question yet again. And that's going to be something we're going to have to figure out, man. We're going to have to figure that out. And I'm not sure. I'm going to just keep it a bean with you right now. I am not sure. In no way, shape, or form am I sure on how that's going to work, how that's going to roll. But time will tell, man. Time will tell. Raider Stash in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my man. Hope you enjoy the show. Nice visor cap. Appreciate it, man. And thank you. I'm glad you said that, man. What a great way to roll right into it. If you have not, ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to hit those thumbs up. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate it. We really do. This is definitely one of my favorite things to do all day, every day. Nothing but talk ball. So, yeah, be prepared. Be ready. Because we're going to bring this content even on the off hours, right? Even when it's not 100% anything to talk about, right? There's not much going on. This is why I love my yearly grade reports during this time. Gives me some time to put something out there, see where I'm right, wrong, or indifferent, right? And see how it goes. Give me one hot sec. I'm trying to set this up so I can run down this link because I would love to get my brother up in here. It's been a while. And of course, y'all know we definitely got Turf and Rundown. We will be back next week with that for sure. So be prepared, be ready. We will be doing that. All right, so I went through PFF. Now it's time to reveal, right? And go through Turf's official 2025 grades for the centers and guards of the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's get it. All right. Turf's grade report. Right? Grade ports. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I just want that to soak in. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going from left to right. Hopping right in on this. Jackson Powers Johnson, no-brainer. The lead of our team. The anchor. The guy. No question. He is absolutely the leader of that offensive line. He's the general, and he runs it. He's got an A+ on here. If I could have given it an A++, I would have, right? I mean, he was out of position, playing guard initially first half of the season. Switched it up. I think we all know. That made the most sense. That's where we at with it. Man. 100% A+. Will Putnam. I mean, he has no tape. You know what I mean? We don't expect to see him play much. JPJ doesn't miss games. The guy's a monster. And I'm going to show you guys why JPJ is a monster, right? I got tape. I'm going to back it up, and I'm going to share that tape. I got about 6 or 7 different plays that I want to make sure that I put out there for the world to see. I forget what sources they're from, X, but absolutely you'll understand why this man got an A. Now we move into Dylan Palm, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I give him a C, a solid C. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing that he received in terms of PFF. I thought he did average. And in fact, we've been trying to replace this guy. All right. A lot of people aren't happy with him getting pushed around, etc. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he can fight. You know what I mean? And really, really fight for this position and keep himself in Las Vegas. I definitely see him as being trade bait, though. And for all we know, he might go to the visor guy. Yeah, he might. I could see him going to New England for sure. Dylan Parham, he's an athletic, you know, guard that has the ability, you know, as far as footwork and so forth. So it makes a lot of sense. It makes all the sense in the world, really. We aren't looking for that. I don't think. I don't think we're looking for that type of a dynamic offensive line. I think we're looking for a bully offensive line. You know, just straight up dogs that's just pushing things out the way. No finesse, right? No footwork, no cute pulling, and I don't see that coming out of this offensive line. So, you know, Dylan Parham, C, solid C. Jordan Meredith, yeah, C minus. I give him a C minus, right? I don't know any other way to put that. I mean, he definitely did solid for himself. You know, coming in, you know, when we needed somebody, didn't have much as far as any kind of backup, right? Or, you know, depth on this offensive line this year. It just didn't go well, man. Didn't go well. So, you know what I mean? Jordan Meredith, C minus, worst grade out of this group in terms of the starters coming back that played with the team last year. And I think that's fair. And remember, guys, this is center and guards. We haven't hit tackles yet. We will absolutely be hitting tackles. Maybe not quite exact next week, but we'll find a way to shuffle it in there, right? We'll get all grades for all players from last year that actually played with us. This Alex Kappa grade was just shoved in there because I felt like PFF was doing them dirty. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like what I saw. So had to do that. Had to put that in there. I want to know y'all's thoughts, man. How do y'all think things are going to turn out? You know what I mean? What do you see in terms of this offensive line? Alec M. Let's call him out. Ready for full-time free safety this year. I think so, man. I gotta move this down. Yeah. I forgot about this. Turf's right. Turf's gotta find ways to get his stuff right on the screen. Give me a hot second. There we go. So yes, I think he's absolutely ready. I think he's somebody that potentially has a breakout year. 100%. 100%. Pigs. I'm looking for JPJ to become a real deal leader. I agree, man. I agree. 100%. Yeah, I don't see that going anywhere. I think JPJ is going to be exactly that. Yep. As Alex said, man, I think he is already the leader. Reese Rock, Gino was in the news. Took a look at his highlights, specifically his runs. I'm very excited for his plus 15-yard runs for first downs. Mahomes and all others kill us on those broken plays on third down for 10-plus yards. I agree, and I do hope he uses his legs a little bit more. Help out that offensive line, right? Help out his wide receivers. Ladies and gentlemen, we still do not have the number one wide receiver. Are y'all happy with Dante Thornton, an unproven rookie coming in, being the first? I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy at all with that. I'm not prepared to start a rookie as the number one wide receiver. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Pigs. Nah, JPJ was making too many mistakes and plays. Too reckless. If he tightens up, then he is. And I think that's what you mean by leader. And I can somewhat agree with you a little bit on that, Pigs. He was a little reckless. I mean, hell, he had the refs telling him he had to tone it down. When you got refs telling you to tone it down, bro, yeah, you're doing something right. At least in my book. But yeah, we don't want to get penalized, right? We can't have that. So I agree, Pigs. I'm with you on that one, man. Reese Rock. Now we finally have that threat. With our weapons on the field, we'll have to open up with the DBs chasing our wide receivers and doubling Bowers. Yeah, well, and I think when you say we have that threat, I'm assuming you're referring to Janty, right? I don't know. Or are you referring to Gino as far as his running ability? Both of it works, right? I mean, depending on what type of fan you are in terms of, running back and so forth. It is what it is. My main man, Billy Davis, is in the building. What up, Billy D? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hope you enjoy the show as always, man. I was literally just talking about you the other day, my guy. I really was. We got Eric, Raiders, Haters, Hunter, Erica Channel in the building. Salute, man. As always, appreciate you for coming through, man. Good to see you. Hope you enjoy this show. Yes, Alec. Gino is very good. I'm happy with him. I think Gino is a top 10 quarterback. I think he is, you know what I mean? Definitely somebody that can not only help a rookie coming in, but he can also, right, do his thing. He can get us some wins. He can get us some wins, meaning he's not just a game manager. Tell me where I'm wrong. I don't think if you're a top 10 quarterback, you're a little bit more than a game manager. That means you have some ability to make plays. And I think that's exactly what you're looking at, man. Yep. So, Alec, I would say Jordan, B was a fair grade for him. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think a B was fair. I think that was too high. But we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Reese Rock. We had the worst quarterback, the worst offensive coordinator, and the worst running backs. Yet we're 13th. We can't get any worse. Top 10 O-line ranking this year. I don't disagree with that, but I think that's a high, that's about as high as ceiling as it gets. I don't, maybe with another additional interior. I'm not comfortable with our offensive guards. I think we might have one starter out of the 4 that's available, and everybody else is pretty much, right, filler in. That's how I see it. Could be wrong, right? I hope I'm wrong, right? We want to be wrong on these things when we don't see promising, situations happening with our guys. So yeah, that's what we got to hope for, right? But we'll see. We shall see. We got Verflow in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, Verflow. Hope you enjoyed the show. How do you feel about the DBs? I'm not happy. And I can assure you that there were some not so happy individuals in terms of the Raider syndicate. And the fact that, we watched 2 of them get scooped up pretty quick. Thinking we still might have some time because we got the cap space. Right now, I don't like it at all. I don't like it even a little bit. So we'll have to see, though. I think that we have some very promising DBs, and I think if it goes positive in all the right, situations, absolutely, we could have a dog of a room. We could have a dog's room for sure in that defensive backfield. But time will tell, man. Time will tell. Yep, Getsy and Minshew situation was bad last season. That should have never happened. I tried so hard to help with that, even myself. I bought a Minshew jersey. I might as well take that nameplate off the back and get Hostetler. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. But I was trying to show, right? Because I didn't believe in him. Let's be honest. I thought he was the best option, but I didn't believe in him, man. I really didn't. So, I mean, hey, We'll have to see. We got Miss Casey in the building. I have a question. I bet you do. What's going on, Miss Casey? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. All right, Pigs. Gino has to find chemistry with Bowers in the passing game or to flow off of that. It's going to have to. We do not have a number one wide receiver. We just don't. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think we're overlooking that, to be honest, too. I think we are absolutely sadly overlooking this. And it's going to come back to bite us, I think, personally. I'm not sure, right? Not 100% positive on that one, but I'm nervous. I'll put it to you that way. I am very nervous from that situation. Yes. So, as I stated, I'm going to go back because I have some video that I want to show. I got about 5 clips, ladies and gentlemen, of our guy, JPJ. I just wanted to make sure that after giving the grades, we show why we've given basically the best grades you can give, right? So, without further ado here, I am absolutely going to share. Bam! Here we go. This is all about JPJ, ladies and gentlemen. Center, snapping the rock. Check out how he gets down here. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. All of his plays are impressive. Whether it's double teams, right? You see the double team. Look at the movement. Look at the movement. See that? Just movement. I mean, he's pushing this guy 5 to 7 yards sideways and 5 yards backwards. Well, he went with the tackle 5 yards backwards, but you get the point. If you're a running back, you're excited about that. You are very happy about that. Let's check this play out. Another double team to the right. See what happens. Look at that push. Look at that push, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I got to watch that one again. Look at the push. And this is the thing. If he can gel with these guards and our tackles come to play, look at that. Look at that massive hole. Massive hole. JPJ, ladies and gentlemen. JPJ. Check it out. Another double team. You got to remember, you're going to get a lot of double teams. Woo! That's 2 blockers right there. But, hey, that was... Hey, he took a wicket right there. That was a concussion right there. Check this play out. He took a hit right here. He got stood up. Let's keep it a beam. Boom! Yeah, he got stood up. He got stood up right there. But, again, JPJ is a dog. He's a dog. Absolute dog. Watch him. Watch him. Pass defense. There we go. Watch him run downfield. Look at him. See, that's why this play is important. If any and everybody knows, and I wish I would have found a couple of those plays, I didn't have time. But, hey, this dude right here be downfield. He's downfield. Always ready to make that block. He can't go downfield yet, right? Because look at that. Bro, that's by himself. That's by himself right there. That's a nose tackle, man. He should be getting bullied on this play. Not happening, bro. Not happening. Not happening. It's not gonna happen, man. Nope. So, These are the grades. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is, man. I can't believe I got through this with 7 minutes to spare. 7 whole minutes, man. 7 minutes to spare. You know what? I'm putting Rundown on blast. Let's call Rundown. Let's see where he's at. He said he wanted to hop on, right? So let's see if Rundown's gonna hop on before I get out of here on time for once, right? That's wild. I don't ever get out on time. I see some of these messages. Don't worry, I'm coming right back to them. Coming right back to them. I got you on speaker. Everybody out here waiting for you to join the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. That's what's going on. Go on ahead and check that inbox. You got the link.
All right, man.
Hop on in. All right. So we are going to wait for Rundown to come through. I definitely want to get his opinion on some of this. But until then, real quick, I see people in the building. I see him. My God. Coach Reyes. Angelo, Raider Transplant in the building. The better half of the knockout canvas. Appreciate you for coming through as always, my guy. Hope you enjoy the show. And yes, we have the knockout canvas Wednesday night. Wednesday night, we will be having our second edition. Turf is finally back home. So I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, I can continue to do that without interruption. It's been tough. The traveling is real. You know what I'm saying? The traveling is sick. But it's calmed down a little bit. So we might be able to do something there now. Keep this thing consistent. Trust me, it's not Angelo, it's me. So yeah, shout out to Angelo. We're gonna get that popping, man. Reese Rock versus the Giants. The wide receivers ran downfield and it carried the coverage. All DBs turned their backs. We can have design runs from Geno's legs. I agree. I absolutely agree. 100%. And I think you're going to see a little bit more of that. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. But only time will tell, man. Only time will tell. Yes, Alec. Hostella nameplate NOW. I'm totally doing it. I'm not even joking. I'm just get that bad boy sold right over the top. I mean, it's too expensive to not. Who cares about a Hostella? I mean, who cares about a Minshew jersey at this point, right? Alec, really? You think we'll be all right? Wide receiver room. I wish I had the same thing. I wish I had that same thought. I just don't see it. Not at all. We got Reese Rock. We play Scary Terry at the beginning of the season. I have no reason why Terry isn't going off for 144 2 TDs. Who do we have to cover him? You're right. My guy is in the building.
What's the deal?
What's cracking, nephew?
What's the deal, man? Had to come on, man. Show some love to the Ultimate Raider Fan show, man. You already know what time it is, and I ain't been on here in a minute, so yeah, of course, man. Had to just show some love, some things maybe to get off my chest, man. And you already know what time it is.
Absolutely, man. So I was just going through the chat.
the numbers support this, numbers support that. But if maybe you can look at a rep on film, or maybe you can look at something on film and say, well, that, yeah, he might have technically lost that, but there were other factors there. Or, yeah, he we'll get into this dude a little later. Tyree, right? Somebody like Tyree, where you sit and say, oh yeah, he technically won that rep. That's technically a win. But then when we watch the film, he's scot free, right? So it's like, all right, well, that's not really supporting him progressing. Right. So for me, not too much. With Kappa, his grade is accurate though. His grade is mighty accurate for that 50. That F is bad.
And that's, he's got a caveat too, because if you're just looking at his last year, absolutely. But the previous years, you got to remember this man won a Super Bowl.
That's a fact.
And he was on two teams that ran deep in the playoffs. Both the Bucks and the Bengals, right? When the Bengals had the best offense, I think that was even last year, right? So yeah, he's with a good offensive line and a good cohesive group. He's solid.
He won't be the strongest link, but he won't, hopefully, he won't be the weakest. And all of you can't have all pros everywhere. I mean, the Eagles do, but you build to that. You know what I mean? So in first year, you're not gonna have all pros on the line. So you would hope that he brings that steady presence, and you hope he gets back to form. Now you are right; he did have a good couple years, not too long ago. So we'll see what happens there. I heard something about him being injured last year too, and him trying to play through that. Correct. And it would make some sense.
Now, I'd like for you to take a peek at my actual grades.
Okay, here we go.
This is what I gave it.
Okay.
I mean, JPJ is obvious. You know what I'm saying? Will Putnam, I don't think it's fair to give him anything other than just average, because you haven't seen anything from him. You have no tape. He's depth. And the beautiful thing about him is he's a dual threat, right? Meaning he's guard and center. So I like that. And we just need to see how that responds during preseason, right? So that's where that C comes from for him. Didn't get much from him. Dylan Parham, solid C. I don't need to explain that. Solid C.
Yeah, just baseline.
Is where I'm sure people are mad at me, right?
I can see that. I
could understand that too, because his PFF grade, it's a solid B. Solid B. It's not even like a low B. It's solid. So I get it, but I just didn't see it consistent.
Okay.
That's how I looked at it. I didn't see Meredith as a consistent bona fide starter, which is why he's not being, put in position to start. And they're shifting him around. He's on the left side, the right side. He's still trying to figure that out.
We're gonna tie it right back into the series. So Tyree is the most important player, I believe, on the defensive line.
Right.
But if we go back to the offense, who do you believe is the most important or the key on the offensive line? Who would be the key to take it from, okay, maybe they're the 15th ranked offensive line to say, all right, we up there in the 12. We creeping up there a little bit.
It's going to be guard play. I think we are going to be as solid as it gets on the ends. You know, Miller should be sound.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't trade him, so I haven't heard any issues on him. He's should be ready to go. So I don't want to hear anything about that side. And I really think I think DJ Glaze has a year. I think he has a dog year. But it's going to depend on who's next to him.
Yeah.
That's the key. Who's the guard? Who's the right guard? Because we need that. That's where I think Alex Kappa needs to be.
Right guard?
I think he needs to help.
Because of the veteran experience?
Exactly. And gel that side.
Now, people will listen to that and not like that immediately.
Oh, of course.
But it all matters how he plays on the grass, bro. I mean, we could fuck around and be mad about it all we want and have the speculations and be like, oh, well, last year. But if he comes out this year and does something, then we can't be too mad, right? We can't be too mad. Right. Left guard for me, man, because like you said, Kappa's going to be there. It just seems like they already slotted him in there. So I'm already expecting that, to be honest.
Correct.
But left guard is where my importance comes. Who's going to play left guard?
Right.
Who's going to take that over?
Who do you think? I mean, I honestly think, I already stated who I thought it was going to be. Who did I say it was going to be as far as starting? It's going to be Miller, Kappa, JPJ, Parham, and Glaze. I got Parham in there. I got Parham in, and you know what? If he starts acting up, you got Meredith. That's what I have.
And honestly, I don't like that, bro. I really don't like when you got a player that you're like, well, if he starts messing up, he could potentially mess up. We're gonna get him out. If that's the case, bro, just get his ass out now. Yeah, get him out.
Right guard already?
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
So. It has to. Again, if in a perfect world for me, I'd like to see a starting guard come in, right? A starting bona fide guard come in, take that left spot. I'll work with Kappa right now. I think Tom Brady, that's a Tom Brady thing, right? I'm not.
Kinda, yeah.
I think he played with him in the Bucks at the Bucks.
He did.
That's what I'm saying.
He did.
So I think Tom is trying to, play that Jedi mind trick, if you will,
like with Devin White, like saying like, all right, we're gonna get you back to form and all that extra shit.
Exactly, trying to get that old thing back.
Okay, yeah.
And if it works, I mean, it's money.
It is money.
It's money if it works.
It is, and you're not paying him that much. So I mean, and realistically, it is a low risk, high reward because if he does end up being good, you're paying him dirt cheap. So it's like, all right, well, cool. So, and if he's trash, well, then he's trash, and you cut him for nothing. At that point, it is what it is.
Right. Raider Pete in the building.
But I agree. I agree.
Still an undrafted free agent lineman that can plug in. Hold on 1 second. I do got to take this call real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead. Do your thing. So as we're doing that, I don't know. Can y'all see the screen? I don't think y'all can see the screen, but I think. Let me see. Let me make sure. Oh, y'all can see the screen. Hey, so if that's the case, we go ahead and get it right. But appreciate everybody for tapping in. While Unc is going over here doing that, we're going to do our programming. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow for the rundown, 5 o'clock Pacific. We got Mo Motton on there, man. We got our guy Mo Motton on there.
We got Mo.
Yeah, we got Mo, man. Finally, we done connected that. So if y'all want some good content tomorrow, man, make sure y'all tap in. We're going to be going through scenarios of the good, bad, and ugly of what can happen in the Raiders season, man. What can make it good, what can make it bad. Right. What can make it ugly? So we gonna be going through that. Make sure y'all tap in. But yeah, let's go ahead, man. Let me show you this video. See what you're talking about.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. That's why they pay the big bucks. That's why they bring the big bucks to me. That's why they pay me the big bucks, nigga.
Look at Chido. I see this.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah,
I like it.
Me too. I mean, bro, it's a 7-on-7 tournament. He's a coach. Another coach is probably talking because his kids is doing something, and boom, his kids did something. I mean, bro, that's how it go.
That's the way the game play, bro.
That's how it go. There are certain people that are making that a big deal. And shout out to my guy in the building, man. Shout out. But certain people making that a big deal. Yeah. How do you feel about that? Because they saying it's not a good look. Not a good look. That's what they're saying.
I didn't think it was a good look because I thought it was like some kids thing, and he was out, But if it's competition and it's another coach whooping, I mean, hey, that's why we do this, bro. I mean, look, I just came back from regionals as far as track and field, and our coach, he ruptured his Achilles doing the coaches 4x100. He said he was talking mad trash. People talk trash. That's just the way it works. That's how you get in people's heads, man. And if that's how it goes for you, that's how it goes. I have no problem with people talking trash, especially if they can back it up. So,
hey,
it is what it is.
I loved this. I loved this, boy. And there's no shade. There's no disrespect. You know, everybody. If you feel, you know, that you are not like that, or you know, our last quarterback, you know, was very friendly, right? I don't want to see that nice buddy shit. I don't. That's how really. So that's really how I am. Just most of the time, you know how it is, Turf. We like that with how it is, bro. With the fam now. If you not wearing the colors, if you not with the squad, really ain't got too much to say to you
At all.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got too much to conversate, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, you're not part of the squad. You're not part of the family. Our last quarterback, you know, hey, and so be it. Sometimes we do need that positivity. We do, and for what we were going through at times, you know, with the positivity he brought, sure, right. So be it. But I want this fire, bro. I want to know my quarterback out there talking shit. I do, bro. I do. I want to hear it. Why do I want to hear that? Because if my quarterback doing that, the 10 other motherfuckers on offense and the 11 on defense got to be like, all right, bro.
We got to back them up.
Time to turn up. time to turn up. You already know what time it is, bro.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I agree.
If my quarterback is on that timing, right? My quarterback is on that timing, then that tells me everything I need to know, bro. That tells me everything I need to know. So for me, I know there's some people that was tripping about it. I think, like you, Turf, this is a non-issue, bro. Matter of fact, I need him mic'd up for the games. Matter of fact, I want his ass mic'd up immediately. That's what I want to know.
Immediately, effectively. I am not mad at that at all. Initially, I thought it was like a kid thing. Again, right. The only reason I was, you know, kind of throwing shade at it, like, why around the kids? But if it's just competition like that, from what I just saw, yeah, that. You gonna get fired up. I don't. Since when did you play this game and not get fired up? Like, I was terrible. I was terrible. I literally. This is no joke. It's people that I played against and played with that will back me up. I literally used to tell people where I was running the rock during the football game. I'm coming to your gap. Give me a head up. Don't dive at my ankles. I'm not shaking. I'm running through you, bruh. And they would always bitch out. Straight up, real tough. I got proof. I used to do that. And
session for you. I'm telling you.
Right. Absolutely right, man.
Well, it's getting mad, bro.
In the building. What up, Raider Nation?
What's going on?
Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to both channels, the Raider Rundown and Ultimate Raider Fan 32. Don't forget both. Shout out to Mike, OG, Turf, and my dog Rundown.
What's happening?
Cool. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Hope you enjoy the show.
And shout out to Raiders Allegiance, man. He said he was spitting that domino talk. Competition at its finest.
Yes, sir. I agree, bro.
I thought Raider fans would like this. I'm new to this. I'm new.
Well, that's because I don't know. I can't.
What happened? I thought we liked them rowdy. I thought that's what happened.
That's what we are. That is Raider Nation. It's part of the intimidation factor. I mean,
there you go. Exactly, bro.
Reason, baby. It's a black hole for a reason. We got chapters all over the country for a reason. That's what we do.
That's how he's supposed to talk. That's how I want my quarterback.
Part of the lifestyle. So now I'd love to debate. I mean, since when have we ever been to a Raider game where there's not shit talking? Let's keep it.
Come on, bro. Stop.
That's what I'm saying. That's wild.
Man, there's worse stuff said in the stands than what he just said, bro.
Yeah.
What? There's no way people are mad about that. And I get it, like, and I probably know why people are mad. There's a certain word that Gino said in there that probably got people, that probably got people up in arms. But guess what, bro? I've been waiting for a real naysayer too. You say what you want, dog. Hey, he can say what he wants. You feel what I'm saying? To talk about this in clear air too, man.
Absolutely, and give a different perspective, a different side of things. This is football. It's like, you know what I mean? It reminds me of combat sports and fighting. Like, people think you're going to be all respectful and nice. I don't think people understand the amount of just aggression and just I can't even think of the word for it without, really sounding crazy, but it's the fight game. People are trying to kill you.
This is real.
Like, what do you think? They're going to ask you to bake cookies and talk nice? I mean, and football is no different. It is no different. It is competitive as it gets. Again, this reminds me of this weekend in track. My son is brand new to this. My son's not an aggressive dude like that. And that's why I knew he was going to have a problem with the 4 and the 800. Do y'all want to know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because all these kids he was up against have been doing this since 5, 6, 7 years old. And they know they got to be aggressive. It's called the waterfall start. And you got to get in where you fit in. You got to elbow and do whatever is necessary to get up front. My son don't know nothing about that life. You know what I'm saying? So he was being all polite about it. I'm like, man. And now his coaches are like, yep, you're right. He's right. We got to, because, hey, you got to
get him right.
You got to be aggressive, man. And at some point, you got to act like your shit don't stink. I'm sorry. That's where the confidence comes from. That's where you start to, you know what I'm saying? Where do you think these sayings come from? He's smelling himself. He's feeling himself. Like, that has to come from somewhere. And the only way you're going to get that confidence is by being a little arrogant, being aggressive, and a straight dog. That's just what it is. So
That's real, man. That's real.
Yeah,
This
you
podcast shit done taught me that, and other things in life done taught me that same thing, bro. Ain't nobody else gonna give you shit. You know what I mean? You gotta go ahead. You gotta get it for yourself.
Yes, sir.
But you know, I don't want to keep you too long now. I already know what time it is, man.
We up out of here. So you already told the people where they could find you. Let them know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. Make sure if you're new to the channel, man, or any of my people that isn't here, you already know at the Raider Rundown on YouTube. We're trying to get to that 3K subscribers as we do. And also, as y'all know, man, shameless plug, we doing the Mo Martin show tomorrow, man, 5 o'clock Pacific time.
That one's, yeah. I'm already telling y'all right now. I probably will have Chris having an aneurysm with something I say. I'm gonna say you'll have Chris out of his mind.
And we gonna figure out a way that you know, everybody, you can see everybody's pics and how everybody's doing something. We're gonna do a special that day. It's gonna be a real nice one.
Correct. All right, man. Well, yeah, we out of here, bro.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is for me, man. I'm about to go ahead, eat me some, and lay my head down.
Exactly. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. We out.
Raiders! Let's go, baby! We all the way on the fourth row, baby! You look good in that silver and black. Talk about the game, so I'll be handing out cards and everything. I'll be at every Raider game. So.